it going? Okay, I lied. Gotta come down here and drink beer with you guys. What are we looking at? Grandpa's Got a Gun. This is a maple strong ale aged in used oak brandy barrels. And there is no alcohol listing, and this is from Oso out of Wisconsin. And I'm gonna use this. I figured I had no use for one of these, so I epoxied it to make this a legit second generation bottle opener from Jim. I tell you, I'd really mess with TSA now. They wouldn't even have a clue what to do. Let's get our pour on. I have to admit, with Oso, I'm also on liking their stuff. Smells oaky, and what I would guess the smell of mixing maple and brandy together would come up with. So, cheers. Ooh, this one might have a little bit of whoop ass behind it. My guess is that this is more than 10%. Must have grown. I know I'm growing. I tell you, if I was in charge of work uniforms, that would be mandatory. Let's get on the comments. Oh, I unfortunately have some. I don't know if it's bad news or not. To be totally honest, I'm talking about the SFS. Yesterday I declared that I was a felon, and today, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, I'm not. I made a little trade with somebody I know, who obviously will remain nameless, and no, it wasn't J-Dog or Matt or Jolson, because it was yesterday and I haven't seen any of them. Made a little trade with someone that I know, and they said they didn't give a flying fuck, and if somebody ever thought that they'd come and take it, they'd give it to them. Okay, so I can officially show you the. This is the beater. I couldn't even tell you how many rounds have been through this. Interesting though, I believe it is still lagging way behind of Christine's AR, but this is the one that has had different components in it for testing purposes. This is the one that had the SFS on it, and the barrel is this weird shade of green, brown, and I have actually tried to clean it, and I apply oil to it to keep it good and slathered. But this is where the Echo is as of right now, and I'll probably do a little bit of this is that one carrier that was acting kind of weird, and I did a little hand polishing, but now that I have an actual polisher, I will be this one. I can honestly say the let off, the second shot, it's charged, bam, the gun fires, the gun cycles, and the reset. The reset and the fire on the second round seems very short, very crisp. I actually had some moments in time on the other one when I put it in. When I stuck it in, I'd fire it, and I actually let go, and I was like right here, and then it fired. And I was like, well, that's weird. I thought, maybe something was dry. I actually took it out of the gun, double-checked the directions, put it all back together. I couldn't find anything wrong with it. I put a little light-grade oil on it. Now, the only thing different is when I took it out of the pistol, I cleaned everything down, and the only real lubricant is they want this cam good and lubed up. So, yeah, this is... I fully expect this to just be a raging badass. And we know it's only going to be a matter of time. I know people go, oh, don't say anything because they might learn something. All you have to do is go out and shoot this one time, and you'll realize this is far superior to the SFS. But it's in here. This is an open gas system. It's not restricted. And I just, it just has your... Actually, I'm not even sure what the hell one is in here. I think it's just a regular old buffer and spring in it, like they want for this. So, yeah. So this is this. And again, I'm not backing down on my comment. Smile Money. We should have the legal rights to have full autos. Go fuck yourself, government. The fact is, in all honesty, as of right now, Donald Trump has done more to hurt our gun rights than Obama did. Sad fact. I still support the guy, but, anybody out there that said it was only an SFS, go fuck yourself. It's not what it was, what it represented. It represented our fucking rights. So every single time, would you care if just the bottom of your foot was cut off? After all, it's not like we're cutting you off at the knee, right? You still lost something. So if it's only one little cut, you get my fucking drift? And eventually, if it's only one little cut that you get, after a while, that one little cut turns into you having fucking nothing. So I don't give a shit, and I was on something, and some guy goes, you know what, it's just a fucking range toy, and who really cares? And I'm like, you are exactly what the problem is. You're right. If you want to just get down to it, it's fucking inaccurate, and I personally call bullshit. I don't give a fuck what anybody wants to say. Anybody that can afford to go out and buy a goddamn Daniel's Defense isn't going to put it on a fucking slide fire. If I was going to recreate that that government setup, I could do a hell of a lot more with a normal trigger and have fucking control over it. Seriously. Just a fucking bunch of bullshit. But, having said that, I can guarantee you, at some point in time, your fucking finger in your belt loop are going to be illegal. So, will it matter to you when that happens? First was, wow, congratulations, Smile Money. First was Smile Money. I want to thank all you people that made this possible, he said as a sub-comment. Well, he's just got notified of the heart, so he'll be the first in the I Heart Club. That is just my prediction. And he gave me $10 to stand here and waste a few minutes to make sure that the next person, which was Aunt Keck saying first, who wasn't actually first, I haven't clicked the I Heart yet, so right now Smile Money's got the jump. If this was a horse race, he is all... Okay. Smile Money, thanks for the $10. Multi-Gunman said winning to Aunt Keck, but actually not really. And Keck, sup all. Multi-gun man, sup and Keck. Smile money, Aunt Keck says, smile money, you sneaky ninja, you. Multi-gun man, gone. Ben N, third. El Tenda, cheers. Cheers, El Tenda. Coleman, 75. Your liver hates you. Whiskey. Now, Coleman, 75. Are you doing videos? God damn it. I mean, you got 19 subs, and so you're just assuming that I mean, first of all, I would have to participate in your whiskey thing. I tell you what, I am willing to compromise today, but standing in for whiskey today is the 1800 silver, which I was planning on making a few tequila sunrises, because I don't have the grenadine. Technically, the tequila sunrise is orange juice and a shot of grenadine, and I don't have that. But you know, Johnny Concho, the silver is a lot like the mezcal you send me, minus that smokiness. You just get tequila, but Coleman, cheers, my friend. I still cannot believe I got that bottle for 39, 35, 39. Let's just say 39 bucks. Maybe it was less, because I want to say that the regular bottle, the 750 milliliter, was I wonder if that would burn. No, it's not high enough. I want to say that the other bottle was $1 more. Yeah, $1. J-Dog, top 10. Bearded CB, 10th. Jolson, top 69, ladies. McGlarus, 70, top 10. I don't even know anymore. Jolson, we need more. No, you don't. McGlarus, 70. This one looks like a good one. The KBS is always awesome, don't get me wrong. But as it warmed up, because I brought, yes, I know, Mr. Holster, I brought the glass up, and I finished it by the time I went to bed, but there's no, damn it, I missed an opportunity. I should have snapped a picture of the bottle next to the empty glass. You could have shown it to Jack, but he wouldn't believe me anyway. Last year's just seemed like it had a depth to it that for sure brought it to me saying it's a 10. Now, I bought another one, which I was planning on sharing with my two guests that will be arriving next month. But to be totally honest, I think I'm gonna cellar it. I've got a CBS and a K. I got the CBS in the rack from this year. Or maybe that was last year now. I put the date on there. And I'm going to put the KBS on it and let it sit for a year. It's just, if it was really freaking awesome, I would share it. I mean, there might be some on the shelf somewhere. I mean, after all, March? I think this month marks 1 year that those 4 packs of Dogfish Head 120 have been over at Super One Liquor. I mean, I guess they're not dropping them in price, but I can tell you right now, they've been aged a year. That's the same as shit I've got up on the shelf. And me personally, will probably maybe enjoy those when the boys are here if they want, because I like the Dogfish Head right around the year to a year and a half. Stephen Bush, I know you said let it go 2 years or even longer, but I like the malty and edginess that is still there I mean, if you were to take it in scale, it starts off just as a fucking punch in your face, and then at a year, it's like a good hard slap and a hey, how you doing, as it grabs your ass. And then at 2 years, it's just kind of grabbing your ass. And for all I know, at 3 years, it's just going straight to the tar star. I mean, I have no idea, but I enjoyed the 1 year stuff more than I enjoyed the 2 year stuff. But it was still nice of Steve to like age it and then send it to me, then so I could age it some more. Stalker Steve, 9th, I guess. I don't even know. Stalker Steve, okay, 10th. Foo Master 2. I have some in the cabinet, but I think it's 2018 version. It can't possibly be bad. No, it's not going to be bad, and to be honest, I remember liking the 2018 more than I like the 2019. Hey, it happens. I mean, look at what happened last year. I sent Joey a bottle of 2018 Bent Paddle Double Black, and I hated it. I absolutely hated it. It reminded me of what it is, a black ale. I mean, an imperial black ale, where any of the other ones, you'd call it an imperial stout. This year, I think this year is fantastic. I sent one to Joey, and I have one here. I'm probably between now and then gonna pick up another one so that we have a few. I liked it so, but yeah, if you have a 2018. Trust me, you'll enjoy that more than this. I mean, it's still, a 9.5 is respectable even for me. Jolson, if you think I shouldn't touch my cock, then fuck. No, I don't care what you do your cock. I don't want anything to do with it. Stalker Steve, be right back. I have to go get a gun to stroke while I watch your show. Understandable. Stalker Steve, continue, my good man. Oh, he's back. Good. Okay. Gillian, the pawn person is not me, that's for sure. Cheers. No, no, Mike. If the world turned upside down, I know. I know you're the kind of guy that would happily. Get rid of as many non-patriots as possible before you were expired. That's a true patriot. But I just know somebody that follows this just because you've already proven yourself, especially like over at Snowflake Melter. But you know, the more fuckery, the easier it is to actually find some people. It happened before, and that person was figured out, and that person is no longer a friend of me, this group, and this channel anymore. And no, it wasn't Chuck. No matter what I say about Chuck, Chuck is Chuck's still kind of pains me. Chuck's an okay person. J-Dog, I think the trigger is between 1.5 and 2 pounds. Nothing? You put peanuts in here, didn't you? No. Don't lie. Maybe. I got my first batch of boiled nuts in the Instapot. I was cooking you up some vegetable stew.
You are not.
I hope it doesn't get all
nasty, frickin' smelling like dirty, rotten, sweaty feet peanuts.
Hey, I started working on your thing. I got the preliminary hand work done to get the texture off.
Okay, it's nice outside.
Now the rest is up to the La Machine that you got me. That was all brand new ones. Some of them are just like women. They like a double hit. Well, at least you're not Jolson. He was fucking firing the thing right here intentionally. Asshole. Jolson.
got the glasses, by the way.
Hmm?
I said I got the glasses that he sent, by the way.
Oh yeah, I told him. He said thanks, but you didn't have to. You weren't responsible. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
How many hours before the nuts are out of my pot?
Isn't the timer timing?
1 hour?
Yeah. Hey, in a crock pot it's 24 fucking hours. In the Instapot it's 75 minutes.
Is that from the bag of peanuts that was sent to you?
Yeah, the mystery person. 25 pounds. 25. I brought the bag down here.
Well, thank God, because you know what? That's frickin' overkill, 25 pounds.
Either way, by Jim's show tonight, I'll be enjoying some sock water. Hey, by the way, I broke the bad news to them. I was telling her earlier that that guy that I know from work, we did make that little barter. So I got rid of the bump stock. It's gone. Get out of here.
Oh.
Besides that, this is so much better.
What did you get?
That trigger, the trigger from you know who that we're RDing, research and development. So this is what you get to melt down. I'll put the D60 on it, and I'm going to turn the camera on, and we're going to see how quickly Ms. B can audio 60 rounds with the echo. But meanwhile, this will be where the other one was in case of civil defense.
Oh, the way that things are going, I might be surprised if it happens sooner than later.
It also doubles as a crutch for a midget, or Jerry if he's here.
Yeah, no.
And all that talk of the proper use of an A1 muzzle brake. I got it all set up right there.
What the hell did you do to now? Did you glue that on there?
Yes.
Why?
I had no use for it. Put it on there. Now it's a proper second gen M16.
What the hell is this?
Bottle opener. That's the one that Jim had to explain. He had some explaining to do with the TSA.
Oh, yeah.
They were trying to figure out how to fire it. I am serious. Ask Jim. The fucking idiots at the TSA were looking that thing over like it was real. Given in mind, it didn't have an A1 flash suppressor on it at the time.
Okay, yeah, but do you really honestly think that something like this could possibly fire? I mean, how much bowl of stupid did you eat for breakfast that morning?
You do realize the mentality of the people in the TSA. Sorry, Johnny. I'm sure she's the exception. Up here, though, biggest bunch of fucking idiots. You know how many people have come to visit us? They got on they dealt with TSA in their neck of the woods. Even the fucking people in New York didn't really have a complaint. You get up here and you try to leave and you deal with the fucking retards that are employed as TSA agents up here. Yeah, explain. It's like, okay, so where does is this loaded?
Yeah, somebody will say,
See,
I went put past somebody to go, oh, where does the clip go? Okay, I'm leaving because I cannot handle this level of stupidity.
Well, the first thing I'd explain to him is this is a magazine.
Yeah, I know, but you know.
See, now,
I'm just saying.
I was explaining this to Greg, and he goes, well, I've seen some pretty realistic, and I go, no, Greg, no. This is not like that, like Gunwild 1 was giving away, those little die-cast, I mean, you can actually make them work. I said, Greg, when you turn it on edge, it completely disappears because it's just a piece of flat steel. He goes, He goes, you're being serious right now? A TSA agent was looking at this and giving Jim shit that somehow this was a firearm. I said, God's truth. And he goes, then they are complete fucking idiots.
What are you doing with the rest of my tequila?
That's my tequila. You remember the conversation. Anything we buy that doesn't get consumed that night becomes an heir to the state. I'm the state. Go take your ass and go upstairs.
No.
No. I'll give you a pile of what you can have. The gin is all yours.
The gin? Shove your gin.
You can have that gin.
The sun don't shine.
Let's see what else is in there.
No.
Oh, the Zambuca. That's yours.
Another Zambuca? I got one upstairs.
I know, you've already robbed from me. Now you're down here coming for more? You are government. You're like an official government agent. No. I draw small money. Help me here. I draw the line.
No, you don't need help. There isn't anything left in that pile of booze that I would want anyway.
Serious?
I took the Zambuca. That was it.
There's rum. You liar.
No, there isn't. I put that upstairs too. Oh, well, that's just a couple of shots and it's gone. Well, there's rum. Make it sound like it's a whole bottle. For God. For God.
Well, you can't go get a straw because those are illegal too.
Oh, yeah, everything is. Okay, I'm going upstairs now. I just got home. I gotta go change out of my work clothes.
Okay. Might have a basement pop?
No?
You should try this.
You do it to me every time. You should try this. You should try this.
You should try this. McGlair 70. I would love to take the brew babe to Polish Town. I think that should be like the mandatory work attire for females. Maybe not at Cube City.
Do you know that most of the people that work at Cube City are older than dirt? I don't want to see saggy anything.
See,
I don't care if it's man or woman.
when the suspender is doing something down here, that's just bad. Look like a fucking otter in a sock. Smile money. Binary triggers are not regulated by the ATF ruling. Only bump stocks. Along with companies. So right. Yet.
Ow. That hurt. That's not my fault.
The
Alright.
GOA was not able to get an injunction. The requirement to destroy existing property sounds... No, it doesn't. Sounds unconstitutional to me. No, it is unconstitutional. I tell you what, fucking ATF, if you want me to let you get in touch with where that SFS is, I believe right now the going rate is about $500. You want to give that person $500? I'm sure they'd probably trade it. I mean, my trade was a little bit more than half of that. So, just goes to show you, just because you want to say something is a fucking illegal and it's a felony, it turns out a bigger market. Poco Loco, tonight's brew brave is effing hot. Look at those jugs, oh my god, Rotor-Rooter in her pooter. Why does it look like she's trying to take a shit? God, can't even remember what. Well, the intro girl I think was a playmate. But she can be my playmate any day. Yeah, actually, I have to agree with Poco Loco. She does kind of look like she's taking a shit. Or Hazman is inferring to that he's under the 90. J-Dog. That's how it works. Find it right after you needed it. No shit. Matt Davis, Ebomi is on time for a beer run. Stalker Steve, wow, not even a halfway through and 2 rants. I'm with you. I'm with you, brother. Stalker Steve, strike that 3 rants, still with you. Gunwild, late again, fuckers. Poco Loco, Vice Caps Basement Pops. Oh yeah, that's right. That's still on the list. Don't blow my face off. Stalker Steve, so the Bomies get some alone time in the house tonight. Everybody text the crap out of Eric tonight. Did you text me that? You did. You did, fucker. Stalker Steve, are you going to finish that? It's with your sister story or what? Oh, did I not finish that? Sorry. Yeah, I don't even know if I want to. It's... okay, fine. Jokingly, we had the, that's what your mom said, and that didn't go well. And, so that's, that's what your sister said in a comment. It was a funny comment. And, that person, removed my comment and then called me and said, I know you don't know, but I removed your comment and this is why. His sister had been abducted and murdered, and the killer is still on the loose. It's an unsolved murder. Game over. So yeah, now I'm always just a little bit leery when I throw that stuff out there. I mean, I didn't know, and I wouldn't have said it if I had known. Poco Loco, you would be more of a friend if you put a quad prong up your ass. Stalker Steve, 4 rants. What a special night. J-Dog, I can't believe I didn't comment on the review I was there for. Stalker Steve, refresh this. I'm right here, dummy. Yeah, 15 hours late. Matt Davis, Eric, you and Matt should do a backyard brew review live. That would be fun. Stalker Steve is talking about shooting. Poco Loco wants us to throw lawn darts at each other. Stalker Steve would then buy tickets for that. Smile Money, the 6-pack challenge is still on the drawing board. That could be outdoors as they grilled crab legs. Touche. Stalker Steve, see ya on the live stream. Cheap old gun guy. There was a whack job who drove a truck through a crowd of people. So now is the government going to outlaw trucks? Would it be an assault truck if the truck had chrome bumpers? While running boards and smokestacks, Lord help you if you have a hood scoop or a turbo. See, we all know that that's not the case because it doesn't suit the government's agenda to disarm us. And unfortunately, as always, there's so many stupid people that they want to allow it to happen. A little something that was sent to me and then I shared a few times. Here's 2 short sentences that tell you a lot about our government and our culture. 1. We are advised not to judge all Muslims by the actions of a few lunatics, but we are encouraged to judge all gun owners by the actions of a few lunatics. Funny how that works. Second, and this is one that I have discussed for years. Seems we constantly hear about Social Security, it's going to run out of money. How come we never hear about welfare running out of money? What's interesting is the first group work for their money, and the second did not. Why is that? I mean, I do a bunch of maintenance in a building that is 99% up of you can't work before noon in the building because you might wake up the people that are there. Draw your own conclusion. Just fucking unbelievable. Poco Loco question, why do they call it PMS? Because mad cow disease has already been taken. Matt Davis, shit, trying to take a shot every time I hear whiskey, but at 197 proof, things are getting blurry. Matt, you animal, you. At that rate, you might want to say, cut, I'd think it was respectable if you just did a third shot. I'm just saying, I'm not giving you the out or anything, but I know how my liver gets sometimes. And Clyde, 45th, just like our president, and a 1911. Stephen Hobson led, I hope Jesse Smoke gets his ass beat to death. Yeah, I don't want to draw any conclusions, but have you seen pictures of the woman, the prosecutor, that evidently he just gave up his $10,000 bond. You go ahead and keep that, and all charges are dropped. Yet we constantly keep hearing about white privilege and how unfair. We have to have the black Oscars and the black entertainment TV. Anybody that is hearing this that isn't part of my usual bunch of friends, first of all, you can go fuck yourself if you have an issue or want to even consider me racist. What I think is the majority of people that I know and deal with on a daily basis that are black are the most racist people I have ever fucking dealt with. I have been asked, and I have been asked by even a younger generation, I won't mention any names because I don't want it to come back on them, but it's like, how come it's okay when I walk into a room and there's a bunch of them and all they do for the entire time they're talking to each other is saying the N-word. Yo, my nigga. But if he was to try that, they'd find him in the morgue or the emergency room. And it was just like, okay, if it's bad, if you shouldn't be saying it, then I guess nobody should be saying it. Otherwise, you should shut your fucking pie hole and stop being part of the problem. Yeah, Dr. Steve, just no. Yeah, for me, the issue isn't about being racist. It's about if it applies to one, maybe it should apply to the other. Like I have said repeatedly, what would happen if I won the big lottery tonight and I started white entertainment television, WET, W-E-T. That is a personal goal of mine, is to start WET. Have the white entertainment, or the white college fund, just, you pick everything. Everything that is on that side and apply it to you, you know how you would be treated. Definitely not fairly. Economics, everything. What's my money say to that? It takes balls to get off free and clear, then to try to claim you're innocent. Now that is a gay black privilege. Now is that gay black privilege in Chicago? Evidently. Maybe he'll get a hold of a bad wiener. A loan company, the basement calls to me. Oh yeah, come on over. Oh shit, I was supposed to give you a call. Christopher, a loan company, in case you see this, he texted me, and I don't know what part of the video, because I guess when you don't know the outcome, he wanted to try to help. He said he wanted me to give him a call so he could discuss helping me with the Echo trigger. I know what the problem is. It's gas. See right there. Sometimes I know right now if I were to have grabbed my wrench and turned my gas block up to wide open, it would have worked just fine in my pistol. Because that was the only difference between my upper, Jolson's upper, and J-Dog's upper. Jolson is running a low mass system just like me. So he has mine. I dialed mine all the way down until the rifle failed, and then I came up one click. And since I've done that, I haven't had a problem with any ammo I've run. Harder primers, some surplus shit, right down to good stuff. So I have it. I wouldn't say I have it in what would be considered the reliability setting, which would be a little bit more gas than I have, but that's the only difference between those three uppers that I've tried. That's why I know it's gonna run just fine in that. It already feels better for whatever reason in that. I don't know. It's probably because I cleaned the shit out of it, and oil itself has obvious viscosity and can throw kind of a small wrench into things, which is why out of the box it was dry, and they didn't say make sure you keep her dry. All they said is that cam for the safety selector was supposed to be have some grease on it and not oil. So multi-gunman shit, I'm 3 hours late, still here. Steven hops in lead. I have a feeling that if our government told everyone to turn in their guns, we'd probably see quite a few actually being turned in. People are that stupid. No, I don't agree. I don't disagree with you at all. FYI, the Strike Industries dust covers are adjustable on tension with a small flathead, I believe. I had to adjust one of mine before. I'll have to look. I know the other one that I have is that billet aluminum that's on Project Alicia, and I don't think that one's adjustable, but that also doesn't like to stay closed. Stephen again, just take apart the SIG, bead blast the frame and slide, and then hand rub satin the sides of the slide. Call it good. I got something you can rub. Jogsman 38, add more silver to the ladies' build. Too much teal and not enough bling. I agree, and that's what Christine wanted. She actually, if she had a chance to talk to Jim before the shit went down, the mags, well, maybe she wouldn't have. Maybe it was you had to see it and realize there's an awful lot of real estate there that's Tiffany blue. But yeah, I personally think it's going to look set better with the mag being silver with just the base plate, and any parts that I add moving forward, I would like them to be silver. When I took this apart so I could hand off the SFS, I found, or I took one of those sling mounts off of a piece of shit stock. Now I've got to see if I can get that to fit, and if it fits, right now it's black. which means I need to either get it to be silver or I need to get it to Jim, because I also need to buy some kind of a front mount. I would prefer a QD mount so that if someone doesn't want to have the sling on there, they're not going to have a dangling mount. But either way, I guess either way, it has to be something that opens, because it has to be added to the sling, which has already been riveted and closed. You can open and adjust the rear, one end of the sling, but not the other. Tertius, speaking of manifestos, here's mine. I got a fever and I need more cowbell. I'm only doing this for Tertius because he is the one that provided the cowbell. Wade, Big Redneck Papa. Hashtag be like Ed. Cheers. Wade, who's the whiny little bitch? I don't know who the whiny little bitch is, but I know that there is somebody that I force to come here every single day, because that is how bitter they are. So I just figured I would just cut that one off at the knees, and when this other offer came up, I was just like, "You really want that badly that you'd trade for that?" And I was like, "Okay, I'll run and grab it at lunch and bring it to you." Wade, I never begrudge an American exercising their Second Amendment at any time. You go shoot any and every time you can. Love you. Love you, Wade. Black rifles are fun. If a deaf girl gives you a hand job, it's considered, or is it considered oral sex? Crazy Scotsman, less than 20 seconds in and I can't hear a word you're saying. Brew Babe 10. Ed would approve. Hashtag be like Ed. Smile Money, damn. What is the rest of the "that is your sister said" story? Although the Steve update was appreciated. Well, okay, I got that one. And no, I don't have a Steve update as of right now. Steve. Do we need to bring the van to your neighborhood? Smile Money. You would not have begotten? Interesting Minnesotan word. Crazy Scotsman. Whiskey. Ah, God, you guys are killing me. Killing me. Standing in for whiskey. Definitely not rum. Should be a lively show I'll be having tonight. After all, my show is Wednesday, by the way. You guys notice? It still runs. I think it's running right now about, I didn't put a watch to it, but easily once a minute. You know, and I don't know I can't remember what the capacity is of my sub pit, but I want to say that it's 10 gallons. 10 gallons of water in less than a minute right now. And if it was raining, it would be 10 gallons in less than 30 seconds. But I went and bought a couple sections of hose so I could get the fucking thing out of my front yard. City of Duluth. Oh yeah, well we don't want to pay to treat clear water. I get it. But at the extent of this time of the year producing a pond in everybody's front yard. So I got it set right now to option B. The street. Had to get 2.5 sections to get to the street, but Crazy Scotsman, standing in for your beloved whiskey. This is why I will be the way I am during Jim Show. Oof. Okay, that's the last time I'm doing that, by the way. That was for Scotsman. Damn it. I know it'll be late. It'll be late, but I'm just curious. I'll have to get a more accurate one next time. Smart Money, you are all alone in the man cave. Well, until Christine came down to bitch about us commenters again. We should all email Eric email. Try emailing me. We should all mail Eric a 25-pound bag of raw peanuts wrapped in a t-shirt. No, you shouldn't. Here's what 25 pounds of peanuts looks like. Well, actually, it's probably about 23 and a half right now, because I have some in the Instant Pot. Oh, we're over a minute. EMT Rail fan, you. I'm gonna let go. Christine, me too. You, no. Minute 30. There. Minute 30. And it's not even raining. And it's, hey Google, what's the temperature right now?
The current temperature in Duluth is 56.
Ooh yeah. We're going to be smoking a dog rocket and about whenever I can get the hell out of here. Bearded CB. Okay, back to continue from work. Bearded CB. Dark chocolate, yummy. Bearded CB, speaking of yummy, awesome intro and Brew Babe selection. Thank you, sir. Bearded CB, well, if Earth gets sucked into a black hole when you try the new rifle setup, at least I will know why. Unfortunately, not anymore. Bearded CB, and yep, I can't rely on government to fix roads. Hell, they fucked up the gas can. Now on how on earth do you plan to protect us? We are given that right by the framers to protect ourselves. Yeah, well, that didn't work out into controlling you. Bearded CB, the ladies' build is a beauty. The ladies' build is awesome. His new build is really good too. I'm really liking that, and I guess I can just go back and watch the goddamn video. But I'd like to talk to you about I'd like to know what that shit costs, because I wouldn't mind maybe redoing some stuff. Minute 30. So hang on. I know it's terrible, but I have to take care of it. Well, yeah. Okay. Hang on. Sorry, that was just something I had to take care of. I'm trying to figure out what to do about my vehicle, and a friend of mine actually has something something that would really, really satisfy this situation for me. As long as I win the lottery, it could all go down. Beard CB, wow, shoving all that shit up your ass sounds like a hell of a bar trick. At least those full auto peanut farts will be suppressed. Sharky, my friend from across the big pond. Death by spork. Interesting concept. Must add that one to the how to dispose of people list. Thanks for the suggestion. Hey, you didn't number your comment. How do you? That shit's gonna get erased. Sharky again, man. That woman's build looks fantastic. Florida Customs did a fantastic job on the colors. Jim gets full credit for the colors. Florida Customs is the one who applied said colors. Beard CB, laugh out loud. Christine calling you catty chatty. Makes me wonder how distracted you were making her laugh. What the fuck? Whose side are you on? Sharky? Never even noticed my wife had eyes when I first met her. Still couldn't tell you the color. First one number to check what happens to the other two. Beard CB, your skirt has some puffery? Yeah, so do your lips. Sharky, the SVD is a jam-o-matic. That's not right. We all read on the internet Russian guns are the best guns, but seriously, that sucks big time. The SVD should run just fine, even surplus crap ammo. Perhaps that's it. You feed it nice ammo. I can tell you from experience, Russian girls don't appreciate fine foods, fine vodka, sure. Number 4. I'd like to think that anything wrong could be fixed. Having said that, and I don't fault John Huber, if you hear this, the offer that's on the table right now basically puts that rifle from me to him at around the $2,000 mark. Because the scopes that he wants, the retail value are $1,000 a piece, and he wants 2 of them. One in... He wants the same model, but he wants mill on one, and so I don't really want to spend $2,000 on something that's not reliable. But on the other hand, I know that anything can be fixed, and unless the problem that it's having is common with all of them, then it can be fixed, which is when Jay from Elite Ammunition comes into it. I did, and I only shot one particular surplus ammo. Now, having said that, if I found out moving forward that my brother-in-law's 7.62 x 54R ran flawlessly in it, it's not completely a deal breaker, but when you're dealing with a rifle of that caliber that's a semi-auto, and how quickly it can go through. I mean, granted, you're not going to go bam, 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 bam. I mean, I can tell you just from right now, any one of you that thinks you're a marksman, I'll set you up on a target at 500 yards, 200 yards, 200 yards with my Mosin Nagant, and let you put 3 shots on target in surplus ammo, and then 3 shots on target with my brother-in-law's reloads, and you are going to experience a world of difference between your accuracy. So, I don't know. I am gonna take it out in the next couple of weeks again, and I'll try bringing some of my brother-in-law's reloads. The surplus that I have is all of the same vintage. All of the same shit. I don't have anything laying here, but it's in that those red. They're not really a brass looking casing. They're more of a red looking casing. But what it's doing is I should have, I don't know, I don't think I showed in it, but Sharky, what it's doing is there is actually, try not to get a hard on here, there is actually a round mostly chambered, and then the round that didn't get completely extracted is caught between the new round and why am I drawing a blank? It's not a gas tube, it's the, it's the rod. It's actually stuck between the live round and the piston, and it's like you're actually looking at the blank end. So the reason it's so hard to get unstuck is because the big end of the round, the primer end, it's actually being caught between the shoulder is being caught between the live round and the piston itself. So I don't know how to fucking remedy that. I've never said I was a gunsmith. Smile money, stay the fuck out of that. But I'd like to keep the rifle. And, on the other hand, I really don't feel like paying top dollar for the rifle and then giving Jay a fair money to fix the rifle. It's like paying top dollar for a Ferrari and then having to have the engine rebuilt. Man Cave Matt, of course you're not going to write a manifesto. You have videos. Thank you. Man Cave Matt, as long as I don't see you stealing salmon, I won't be a government pawn. Man Cave Matt, I heard you talk about a van. Is that going to replace the Toyota? Probably not. Fruition. Fuck off, Matt. You'd be the last person to ever talk to me about spelling. Last comment. Jay from Elite Ammunition. Ever notice how when it comes to restoring rights, it takes the government decades or even longer? Yet, when it comes to taking our rights, government acts in days. Patriot Act or in hours. The New Zealand band. I do not think I have, hang on. This will do. Good. Wow. Grandpa's got a gun. Maple strong ale, aged in used. I think that's one of the first times I've actually seen that word used. Being used in a sentence. Well, because I've had this conversation. It just says oak bourbon barrels. Well, are they new oak bourbon barrels? Have they been used? Is there actually some, is there actually some residue in there before you put the beer? This actually says that these were oak brandy barrels. There is definitely a maple syrup, an oakiness to it. I actually really kind of like this. I'm gonna give this a 9, and wow, with that last sip I took, I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna place the alcohol percentage on this. God, and it's a small batch company. I'm probably never going to be able to find an answer to this for you. If somebody can, I would appreciate it. I'm going to look, but I'm going to say that this is somewhere between 11.5% and 12%. Yes, it has a warming presence to it. It doesn't get boozy at all. I mean, I didn't go for it. Well, I guess that last one kind of counts. There was no booziness, but it has a warming presence that I know this has to be more than 10%. So 11.5 to 12. That's my guess on this. 200 Ale Club, standing in for Two-Hearted Ale is Cat in the Wall. Drank a whole bunch of those the other night, and they're actually pretty damn good. Hitting the Two-Hearted Ale button. First in, I'm guessing, is going to be Smile Money. You have got to be kidding me. Jolson. Smile Money. Disappointed in you. Jolson, we need more cowbell and shots in the Two-Hearted Ale Club. We have quotas to meet. Don't you know? Don't you know? Yeah, I already met my quota. Go fuck yourself, Jolson. Aunt Keck, whiskey for the Two-Hearted Ale Club. Dude, I think I just drank a 12% beer and did what was it, two? Nah, I love you, Aunt Keck, but Smile Money, you said no brew review today. This is unexpected. Two-Hearted Ale Club cheers. Okay, Smile Money, I'll give it. I take back what I said. I'm not disappointed. I took Smile Money. I took you off your game, and I know, like Chuck, you're probably sitting there hitting the refresh button on a normal day, but because I said this wasn't going to happen, it's I'll take partial blame. Okay? I apologize. I take Smile Money. It's not Smile Money's fault. Fuck you, Smile Money. Smile Money. 62 slots still available on Snowflake Melter. Seriously, guys, we gotta move on this. We gotta move on this. Somebody's gonna end up with one hell of an AK-47. That's all I have to say. I'm not gonna lie. I'd really like to be able to keep this, but whoever ends up with this, you are going to not be disappointed at all. First, you have this. Then you have this. Boy, I tell you, did you watching J-Dog shoot the dragon off? It's like he's like, holy shit. Evidently, Russians must really be tiny motherfuckers. Again, milled. A block of solid aluminum milled receiver. Oversized. If you know what the AK paddle mag release normally looks like, this thing is just like. Oops. This thing is just gigantic. Perfect. If you don't like that, put something else on there. I know in its previous existence it had, this is the same one that I have on the 308. Probably the exact same one that's on the 308. I haven't taken this off, so I don't know if this is left or right hand thread. In tradition, it should be right hand thread. Left hand thread. You get two different gas tubes if you want the traditional look or the rail. The full-length Magpul furniture on here. And the absolute incredible, make sure someone didn't fucking load it, ALG trigger coming in at under 2 pounds. Under 2 pounds. This is just like fucking in the John Huber zone. So, guys, 62 slots left. We need to do this. This is $1,100 that's going to go straight to Mr. Holster. Please, guys, check the link down below. Go over to hornetfixer.com and $10. $10 might get you this. Not gonna lie, I hope it gets me this, but the plus is if somebody other than me gets that, you'll understand what I'm saying and understand the quality of that rifle. Right there. That thing is freaking awesome. Thank you, Smile Money, for bringing that up. Sorry, I stepped on my nuts. Gunwild, another brewer review so soon? Damn, I didn't get to finish watching the last one. Cheers, Two-Hearted Ale Club. Gunwild. J-Dog. Heart Club is what he leaves. And, what? I have, well, hang on, I gotta find out who. Somebody with a channel, and obviously you've been around a little while. Wheeze, W-E-E-Z. Can you please be more respectful of my feelings? I'm a Trans-Siberian Railroad. Hey, Wheeze, I have no fucking idea what the fuck you're talking about. Wheezy! It's them fucking white folks. Hang on. Let me check for Stalker Steve 25 more times. Stalker Steve, nope. Stalker Steve, nope. Stalker Steve, nope. Stalker Steve, nope. Nope. Hang on, I have to pee. I'll come back and check and see if Stalker Steve showed up or not. Oh, don't you hate it when you dual stream down your legs? Hang on, let's look. Okay, so that was like 30 seconds ago. Stalker Steve? Nope. Stalker Steve? Nope. Hey Google, where the fuck is Stalker Steve?
Sorry, I don't understand.